Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions taking on Justin Fields and the Los Angeles Rams.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Get it! So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Hurts throw complete there to St. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Rams, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The numbers for Davis last week, 16 carries, 52 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bradley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside give to Davis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. Into the hands of London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Davis. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 10. They go again with Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
1st and goal from the 6.
Fields now to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Fields on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Davis.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Fields.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
complete to number 33. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
On the run, it's Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Fields. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
He'll drop this off for Davis.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again here with Davis.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And Davis has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away from me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Gibson again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense set to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Being chased under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And Davis with it left side. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They go play action with Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Fields going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On first down, Fields.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
To the air again, Fields.
Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Oilers off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Fields. And caught by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Fields. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's a head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bradley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw left side, there's London.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Steps away.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The option to give to Taylor here.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hurts going to keep it again.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Hurts will throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Allen, nifty footwork. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
2nd down at 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Hurts. He finds Taylor, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Lions now. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Hurts. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Off the option, here's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. LA set to take over again on offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They begin with a run by Davis. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Fields on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bradley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
19 Tiger.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for L.A., they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.